Yo, what's going on, everybody? Guys and gals, that's me, Bobby, or Junkhead, back again for my second upload in as many weeks. And I want to say thank you to you, each and every one of you guys and gals that did watch the last video. And if you haven't, make sure you guys are doing so. I want to definitely, I'm enjoying these, even the thought of doing it, and I'm really enjoying these. So, and also before we go any further, keep in mind that you guys can subscribe to the channel, and you guys can hit that little bell which notifies you when I put a new video up. And also, I stream 3 to 4 days a week, if not more, on twitch.tv/Junkhead1324. So you guys just hop over there and follow the channel, so you guys know when I go live there. And just another avenue of content that I can provide to you guys and gals. And like I said, down below, you'll see it right here. These are all the sponsors that are powering MDF Esports, Mad Dog's team. I'm proud to be a member of MDF Esports, helping the stream team. And if we progress into esports, works for me. So once again, thank you, Mad Dog, for extending the hand and allowing me to be a part of the team and help it grow. So, you know, the last video, guys, I talked about how what I haven't done anything pretty much for 3 years, and how I really wanted to get into doing these and talking about certain things that I don't want to say get my goat, but I see in the esports that is a problem. And unfortunately, it really revolves around esports. I mean, Fortnite. Excuse me. Here's my take. When I was in esports management, and I'm probably going to get you a lot of guff for this, but once again, this is my opinion. This is how I feel, what I think needs to change. The age, okay. Everyone knows what happened with FaZe Dub, all right? He was not streaming. Someone else was streaming, and he let out they call it the hard R. That is the most disgusting word in the English language. And yes, he is Caucasian, and the slang that he let out was, a racial term. To me, it's a very racial term against African American people. And yeah, I don't care. And I said this in the Junks Esports report, is that here's my thing: if you let that word slip, you've been very comfortable with saying that word at any point in time. And of course, FaZe, because it's not like it's a mom and pop organization, it is a full on big esports organization. And they are in the CDL, and like they are also in like like CS:GO and a variety of things. And also they're heavily involved in with content creation, and also with competitive Fortnite. Okay, here's my take. All right, and Nick Merckx, who is a member of FaZe, also voiced his opinion on this, is that the pro Fortnite players, because there is no, I mean, let's face it, it's a young kids pick up on these games, and they have no problem, and they're able to play the game that could be, but they really haven't had that learning curve of what it's like to struggle. And like in the competitive Call of Duty scene, where these guys that aren't old enough are grinding S&D tournaments. They're getting their name out there until they're coming of age. And coming from an esports background in management, I would never ever excuse me. I would never have touched a minor. Okay. Wait, that's fine. I would never have signed a minor player. That's more like it. I never would have signed a minor player, because there are so many legal ramifications that come with having a minor player under your org, even with a parental consent and stuff like that. Now, let's face it, FaZe Dub's one of the most highly touted Fortnite players under the FaZe regime, so to speak. But when you let words like that slip, you look at fellow, Ferocities. Ferocities is finally getting his shot into the CDL, and I figured he would have been way into this on a CDL team over a lot of players because of something he said on stream when he was younger. And when that much money is involved and you put your organization at that risk, that's a huge, huge no-no. That is everything and anything can go wrong with that. So, and that's why, honestly, I think that there should be a minimum age requirement. I think 18. 18 is not on that verge of, I know there's, because these kids are making a lot of money. So not only are they making money from like cash cups from Fortnite tournaments and such, they're catching a salary, they're getting sponsorship deal, perks and stuff like that. And I record a video and I don't know. Hopefully it's not Corona. JK, LOL. It's just that, if you give the keys to the Lamborghini to a 13, 14-year-old kid, bad things can happen. And like I said, I know that FaZe Clan did the right thing. Suspended him immediately. Honestly, I don't care how much money he's worth. The integrity that he could do to your organization is much more powerful than the money that he can make. I think he should be released. And you can't say it's because you're ruining this kid's career. The kid, he's a kid. He's going to make money. Someone's going to pick him up. But I think with everything FaZe has to lose by this is far more bigger than the money that he could make for FaZe. FaZe is going to make money. They have financial support. And it's just that this goes along, like I said, I think if you implement, like I said, my opinion, if you implement a minimum age of 18, I hate to say it, these 18, these 17 and younger, even if you have 17, but you're like at a certain age where you're going to be 18, I can understand that. I can respect that. But 16 and below, there's a lot of immaturity. And let's face it, his immaturity, his comfortability with dropping the N-word in the middle. Now, someone wasn't streaming. Now, he wasn't streaming. Somebody else was. That is a fact. But the fact that he's dropping those words says it all. And me personally, I would not have, I don't care how much money he makes me as an organization owner. The fact is that if I got a very important high dollar investor that's investing in my organization, and you're like, oh, look, but you're one of your players dropped the N-word. I can't invest that. Say if this guy's going to invest, let's say $2 billion, all right, in my org in my future. Now, someone that's won a couple $100,000 cost me that chance to make that money, and that will provide a more viable sustainability for my organization from this day forward. Not worth it. Not worth it. So I'm trying to keep these in a reasonably, short time frame, so it doesn't become mundane and you guys aren't even interested in it. But I just think that it's too much of a risk to have young kids making that much money and realistically harming your chance of growing as an organization. So yes, that's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. I mean, I want to feel bad for FaZe Dubs, but I don't. I'm sorry, I don't feel bad, because at that age, him saying that, it's a kids today are too comfortable saying that word. And I dropped FaZe Dub off in like East St. Louis, Southside Chicago. Let him drop that word, and we'll see how he handles it. But take it for what it's worth. That's my opinion. I get to have that. And, if you guys have opinions on stuff like that you would like for me to cover or talk about, you guys, in the comments down below, you guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you feel on it. Like I said, I don't say I like debating. I like hearing people's side of things. But that's my opinion on that, and I want to thank you guys and gals for taking the time to watch this video. Once again, make sure you guys are smashing the subscribe button, the little bell, so you get the little ding, when the next video comes out. And every week I'm going to put one of these out. I'll have my socials down below, my Discords, so that way if you guys want to join that and be a part of it, and my Twitch channel, so if you want to come support me that way, you can. But I want to say thank you guys and gals very much for coming and hanging out, and it means the world to me. Until next week. Let's stay frosty.